The access looks blocked for the moment. The access looks blocked for the moment.
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers! They should never be left wandering around the village anyway. Gotta leash train them. Stealing our stocks? Maybe we should have mentioned we wanted tamed mutants, not a bunch of wild beasts or damn robbers. We should just make an example of them. Kill them! That's all they deserve!
Aye.
Sorry, but it's not exactly a good date.
What's going on?
Those bloody mutants stole some of our food. Not like we produce much anyway. It's going to make things really hard. They deserve to get put down, damn animals. As if they didn't have enough with what...
I can go see them, work this thing out.
That would be great. We need to get back what they stole and punish them. But, if you could avoid killing them, just teach them a lesson. I got a bit carried away.
Roy, I find this man a little too extreme. Maybe we should try to know more before we do anything.
I'll do my best.
Yes?
What can you tell me about them?
They still complain, but we're used to it. It's true, we should maybe give them a little bit more food. I say a mutant is like a cow. If you want it to work well and give you milk, you got to feed it. But there's guys here who don't particularly like the mutant.
You know that the crops were just...
Of course I heard about it. The moles apparently, that's a weird story. Moles just don't go, they got to smell the water, see? And here, all the water from the crops is recovered in small canals. Just...
I gotta go.
You're not a farmer.
True.
Not at all. Takes all kinds.
What's wrong?
Since I've been here, things have been getting worse and worse. I'm supposed to replant all of it. So we're short of everything. But we should already have our first harvest since we got here. But nobody's doing a thing.
It's pretty basic, but
Thank you. That's real good of you. Got to say, there aren't really any...
Where's the field?
I'll mark it on your map if you like.
You've been here a long time.
Well, not really. I got here when our troops left, after the war. We were sent out here to rebuild, to make the...
I gotta go.
Hey, Roy. I heard about the kid. I'm real sorry.
Roy, I wanted to tell you, I'm sorry about the boy.
Thanks, Mary. That's, not... Come with me. I'd like...
It would be a pleasure. I prefer it. Roy, I've given a great deal of thought about what you said to me. I really like you. You're really nice to me, and for the first time, if you want to, I certainly would.
You're not just saying that to save your own skin anymore. I've been hoping this would happen.
Hey, Roy.
I wanted... You ever go?
Yeah, ages ago. Still part of Abundance at the time. I was looking for a guy who has changed a lot since then. I doubt what I know from back then is still good.
What do you think the Technomancers have been...
You're more like them, Roy, and you know them better. But apart from the fact the place could be worth a fortune, it's also pretty far from Shadow Lair. Nothing. Let's just say that when I do something nasty, I do it where nobody can see. That's all.
There's something... There's... Later.
Well, I was expecting a Technomancer, and here we have two. Two for the price of one. I hope neither of you is planning on stabbing me in the back.
Who would I betray you to? The source is after me too. Just like...
Judy has vouched for you, Roy. She thinks that with your help, we can save the kid. I heard he died despite everything. I know you were close. I imagine that gives you a good reason to fight on our side. Revenge is a... Regardless, we've got work here. A lot of work. And it's time to get...
Here. Really. There are two of our people who look like they're keeping an eye on something, but what's so special about Greenhope? Apart from the mask.
As you know, we are mainly trying to counter the Technomancers. But through prisoners that were freed during the attack on the train, we found out they'd opened a worksite in the camp. They said a large group came here and seemed real excited. Seeing as they're only interested in power, there's got to be something here that could... We can't let them have it, so we're going to destroy the site. There's a gas line crossing it.
It's a pretty simple approach, but no matter. I'll take care of it.
I'm listening.
How did you come to join the Resistance? Were you in the militia too?
No, I wasn't in the militia. I thought the alliance with the Technomancers was too risky. I figured it would end badly. A lot of my friends were in it, though. People who really believed in what Wisdom promised. That after the war, if the militia helped beat Abundance, he'd change the people's status. In fact, to be honest, I was already in a protest movement. I organized meetings even before the war was declared. I already wanted... Obviously, when the militia got almost wiped out after the victory, I understood we had to do more than just have meetings. And I'm listening.
You got drafted during the war, I suppose.
Yeah, and I fought too, but I was lucky. I was part of the reserve troops. We mostly took care of logistics. I wasn't in any skirmishes. Most of the troops were in front.
You want to talk to me?
Have you already come here to Greenhope?
No, never. I heard about it, of course. The battles here were so big. Abundance didn't...
I wanted to... No.
Hey, Roy, you want something?
Follow me.
All right. Yes?
I want...
Hello, Roy.
Come with me.
It would be...
Hey, Roy.
I wanted... There's some... Later. Door's locked. Someone must have the key. So that's it. A whole mess of pre-turmoil artifacts. Kind of explains.
This is fascinating. We should study them.
It's not really the time, Mary. We could get seen any second, and if we draw too much attention from the technomancers, our mission doesn't stand it.
One thing is definitely certain. The treasures here are worth dying for. They're so...
Not just anyone, but technomancers? Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, I killed the moles that were infesting your fields. You can go back to work.
thank you so much. And not just for me.
Thanks. Bye.
go to Camp 19.
How do you know that?
We know because we had friends there. Many died, but some joined Aurora. They are content. They are treated, but we are proud to meet the man who helped the mutants. Will he help us, too? It's almost like abundance here.
What are you talking about?
You must speak to the chief. He will tell you. He knows Aurora better.
All right, I'll go see him. Can we talk about something else? You say you belonged to Abundance before. How is that possible?
We already worked at Green Hope before we hid. We hoped Aurora would be better, but we were wrong. It may be better in other places, but not here.
You must know Green Hope really well.
We know some things, yes, but the men learned quickly. They do not need to learn from us.
Huh. Too bad. I'm sure you know more than you're saying.
We don't...
I'm going.
Can we do something?
Where are you from?
We are from Good Source, far from here.
Yeah, I see where Good Source is.
We know hydroponics. Good Source is like Green Hope, so they brought...
I didn't know they were using you as specialists. Guild's making How's it going with the villain?
Not very good, but it is not our fault. They do not give us food. We work a lot, but without food it is difficult. So we ask, and they hit us. We ask for more, but we are hungry.
I see.
Can we do something?
You know Green?
We do not know it. Only the men know. But we want to answer better than the others we know. Maybe the best.
I gotta go. Where did you put what you stole?
The mutants must eat too, like the men. They have enough to eat.
Explain yourself.
The men were given much stock by the Guild, very much, to eat and sow. They also received the mutants, us, for help. But they gave us nothing. The mutants must eat too. Otherwise, we die, like the men. They have enough to eat. Why do they give us nothing?
Okay, I get it. I know you need to eat. Maybe I can help you balance things up a bit.
We do not understand. You are a man.
Yes, I'm aware of that, thanks. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'll see you already ate what you took. I'll probably have to tell them that I punished you too, but you'll have to play along.
This is unexpected, man. If you do this, you will be saving us.
Yes?
Many of us are sick, as we have not had food for a long time. May the man forget me. I should not ask for more.
Well, just tell me about it instead of beating around the bush.
If the man could also find us some medicine, it would be very, very kind.
I'll see what I can find.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How can we help the man?
Where are you from?
Yes, the one man sees before him belongs to Aurora, and always belonged. We came from Shadowlair, but we regret. In the city we ate our fill. The men fed us, Here they throw us some leaves. They throw leaves at us, nothing more. Here we die of hunger and must...
What do you do exactly?
We had to move man corpses, put them in trains for the city, and repair broken canals and carry bags.
I think I see. You do a bit of everything.
Oh no, we decide nothing.
Gotta go. It's closed. I took care of your problem.
Really?
Sorry, I couldn't get the food back. They'd,
Oh, shit. We're gonna be struggling for months to make that up.
You still got enough to survive. You'll get by.
All the same, those filthy animals need to be taught a lesson so they don't start again. If we let them get away with it once, they'll think...
Done deal. I took care of it. It won't do that again.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yes?
I gotta...
Sir? Sir?
Not that I know of.
It's just that I wanted to start working my field again. But as soon as I turned my...
And you think that other...
Well, that's what I thought. I didn't want to stick around to...
I know.
Thank you.
I gotta... What are you doing here?
I'm a farm worker.
Well, hey, and I'm the dowser. Yeah, sure. You wouldn't happen to be
No, I mean, I have my reason.
Seeing as you say you got your reasons?
Maybe you didn't see what happened here, but I fought here. I saw my friends fall to the ground, and they weren't... I saw the ground flowing with blood, so the men from Shadow Lair could get rich. I saw men die just because the guild wanted to get... I can't let them do that. I want them to pay for it. I won't let them use the bodies of my friends to feed the fat people in the...
Is that man trying to tell us that we're eating his friends? Ugh, that's disgusting.
I can understand you're traumatized. What you saw had to have really shaken you up, but you're mixing everything. Sure, none of the poor guys who died here wanted the war, and even less to die for Green Hope. But what's the point of stopping the reconstruction? To get revenge for your buddies? It won't bring them back. And the only people you're really pissing off is the poor guys who work.
It's still less food for the source.
The source ate well before they took Green Hope. You know that the ones paying for it today are guys like you. So put an end to all this. You're not getting at the right people, and you're just gonna end up pissing some...
I see. You're probably right. I should go.
You want to talk to me?
I wanted to... No, let's go. It's nothing.
How's the job going? Did you find the gas line and the...
Yes, the site's been destroyed. They might try to start digging again, but it'll take them months to clear all that up.
Perfect. I have to admit, I didn't expect you to be so efficient. Seems Judy was right. Thanks for joining. We have to get together with other members of the Resistance in the agricultural zone. Apparently, some of them have some interesting information. I'd like you to come on.
All right.
Don't move. Y'all all...
Shit! Someone talked! Get out of here! Holy shit. The bastards. We almost bought it there. I can't thank you enough, Roy.
We were lucky. If there'd been more of them, I couldn't have done a thing. Their leader had this pass on him. It may come in handy.
It will. Listen, this meeting was a secret. That means one of us is a traitor. We have to...
And how do you figure on finding out who the bastard is who did this? What's it got to do with the pass?
It must lead to the Technomancer's HQ. There have to be documents there that can indicate who's behind. Find them and we'll get some payback on the bastard who sold us out. But be careful. Keep your head down. And above all, make sure you don't talk about your mission.
All right. I'll get in there and try to find out who the traitor is.
Thanks, Roy.
But that's it? You, come on, tell me what...
It wasn't the moles. There was a guy sabotaging your work. He didn't like the idea of plants growing over a mat. I think the fighting traumatized him. He was in a state of shock. I told him he shouldn't bother you like that.
That's kind of unusual.
He didn't tell me his name, and I forgot to ask.
That's not really what I expected. Talk about a story. Anyway, thanks.
Isn't the old mass grave on this site?
Well, here and everywhere in Green Hope, you know? So many people were killed for this damned hydroponic farm. but the bodies aren't. When they took over this place, they gave them full honors. For ours, anyway. Why? You looking to say a prayer?
No, I just wanted to know. And how's it going since you came?
Not easy. When we got here, most of the hydroponic systems were broken. But we managed to get the underground channels back up and running and split the land into lots again. It could be real, but it takes time, of course. We just hope to get the first...
I gotta go.
What do you want?
Yes?
I gotta... Still feeling rebellious?
How can't you be? If you knew what happened here during the fighting, you wouldn't agree to feed the guild with all of that. Regardless, I thought about all that, and I realized you could have turned me in. I could have gotten in some real trouble. So here.
Thanks. What's so important about the crop?
It's not so much what we grow that makes Green Hope so important. It's the same stuff as ever. It's the crop system. Green Hope's networks of hydroponic canals are very old and very well made. Whatever. It yields 3 times more than the other farms. Of course, could be the...
I was a prisoner when the battle took place. Can you tell me about it?
Not a very good memory. It was horrible. There were trenches pretty much everywhere. Guys would come out and end up chopped in the ground. Be honest, there were times when you had no idea if they were ours or theirs.
I gotta go.
Hello?
I gotta go.
Hey, a new face. On your way to rebuild the...
Any interesting rumors?
Seems there was sabotage. Some terrorists supposed to have destroyed... Everybody knows it had to have been the Resistance fighting the Technomancers. It's their worksite after all.
Show me what you have to...
With pleasure.
is the man.
Yeah, but
Of course, man. The man is great and
thank you. Ah, I lied to the villagers. You're not supposed to have any food and you've been punished. Be convincing.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You know anything about the Technomancers?
Those magic men don't come here, but we know that they are digging. We've carried equipment to where we think they are looking for traces of
Colonists?
Yes. Green Hope is old.
Huh, I heard about a shadow line being built around here. You know anything?
Yes. Some of our people are used there. But we have heard there would seem to be others working in the sun. Not just us. Men, too.
The Technomancers were carrying out experiments on mutation. Have you heard?
No, man. Those of ours who went to Shadow Lane have not come back. May the sun recede.
Where are you from?
Most of us came here at the same time as the men from Aurora. Sent before we were in Shade Valley. And others were in Shadow Lair. We belong.
Any info on Green?
It's a place where a lot of men died. When we arrived, the ground is rich, but it's a place of death. Never had...
I have to go.
What does the man want?
How are things?
Oh, yes. Many thanks for the man. We are less hungry now. We eat...
Is that really what you think? You're content that you ate so you can work better?
Of course. Otherwise...
You hear?
It is said a man-female was killed by another man. At first, we were accused. Then there was nothing.
You don't know anything more about it?
We heard about a drug. That the dead man-female was drugged.
Gotta go.
Can we
hear any rumors?
We do not listen to rumors. We do not have time. And they are...
Is everything going well now?
Yes. We feel much...
I gotta...
Can we help the
Can you tell?
As the
Yes.
It was found not long before the war. They were very interested in the whole. And then there was the war. And now other...
I know what's inside can make people crazy, but it's interesting to learn that it was discovered.
Can we help them?
And... I'm... see. Looks like a list of names. The family of a certain Constancy. Probably the one the Technomancer was talking about earlier. They were probably used to put pressure on Jerry. Poor bastard.
So the work just stopped like that.
A group of terrorists sabotaged the excavation. We hit them hard, but unfortunately it'll take a long time to repair the damage.
You think I'm going to wait long? You've got everything you wanted. It's time to show results.
The incident at the site won't stop us continuing our experiments at the Shadow Line. Things are moving along nicely.
I hope so for your sake. Or believe me, you'll spend the rest of your life in the Source.
Hey, you're back. Seeing you're pretty...
Any...
Seems the technomancers want... But from my point of view, it...
Can I do something?
I got a few questions.
Starting to grow again. We should have the first harvest of... Can I do something?
I got a few... You bit.
What do you want?
Yes?
I got...
Hello?
I got it. The access looks blocked for the moment.
So, any news?
Yeah, I got into the Technomancer's offices. According to some documents I found, the family of a certain Constancy is in their hands. They're threatening to torture them and kill him if he doesn't give them information.
Jerry. So it's you. How could...
You heard what Roy said. They've got my family, and they're gonna kill them. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You risked everyone's life. You risked everything we've been fighting for.
He put our lives at risk, but killing him won't change anything.
You're wrong, Roy. If we let traitors live, It means we value personal profiteers over the good of the community. So long, Jerry.
The documents I found indicate where his family's being held. They're at a site of a shadow line that's being... I heard the Dowser talking about it. At least it's the same place. He was talking about experiments the Technomancer...
You mean they're experimenting on prisoners?
Yeah, I think so.
Those fucking monsters. This is sick. We gotta put a stop...
Yeah, it's not far. I'll go right away. Later.
Hey! Hey, please! Please, get us out of here. They're doing terrible things. They use us for tests, expose us to the sun, help us. We haven't done anything to deserve any of this. I was just in...
Calm down. I'll get you out, all of you, but I can't break the door down.
A technomancer, of course. Their leader here, I think.
It's horrible, Roy. I didn't think we technomancers were capable of...
I don't feel like I have anything in common with them anymore. These people are sick. Their thirst for power has taken them.
Do you think I might become as callous as them? Lose my...
You're a bit odd, sure, but no, you're not like them, Mary. Don't worry about it. How'd you end up here?
It was just after the demonstration. I thought things were okay. I didn't have any trouble. Then one morning, Source Security showed up at my place. They arrested my wife and me.
What'd they do to you, exactly?
I was lucky, in a way. They only put me out in the sun a few times so far. I thought I was gonna die. They feed us strange things. Disgusting water. Pieces of flesh that looks... Some people had mutant parts transplanted onto them. Most of those people died. They also made the women... Please, get us out.
Any idea what's making...
How could I possibly know what those madmen are thinking? They aren't human anymore.
You may have heard something.
Nothing. Just the screams of my friends. And that's more than I wanted.
I'll be back. Huh, look at that. Their drilling worm isn't properly tied up. Their animals going ballistic. That could become dangerous.
What are you doing here? You have any idea how important the research you're interfering with?
Research based on the horrible experiments carried out on Aurora.
I recognize you now. You were at the source when I was a child. Still so sure you're on the right side, huh? That you're still so full of yourself over your abilities, I guess.
just us now.
Do you have the key?
Here, I finally have the key. Take it and...
Thank you. Thank you a million times. Wait.
You could say that.
There was this guy who was part of it, too. He was a prisoner here. His name was Sam. Do you know him?
No. So I guess he's dead then?
He said all kinds of strange things. About a deal with Abundance and how they were going to attack Green Hope to help.
What?
He spoke to someone called Marco. He said he succeeded. That Abundance agreed to help them. Sounds crazy, right? He must have been raving. Thank you again.
A man that recommends killing traitors while making deals with Abundance on the side? It's not easily explained. You want to talk to me?
I wanted... No.
So, did you get to the Shadow Line? Did you free the...
Yeah, I found them and freed them. And I found out some interesting things about them.
After what we've just done, I'm not sure we need more information. We're going to be able to enter Shadow Lair and attack.
You want to leave soon, right? You wouldn't want us to still be around when Abundance shows up, would you?
What? How?
One of the prisoners heard about your alliance from some dying guy. The former member of the Resistance was your liaison with the other guild. How could you do that?
Don't you see? It was the only way to weaken and disperse the Technomancers enough so we could hope to defeat them. Abundance is ready to support the government we'll be setting up. And with their help, we'll finally have a chance.
At the expense of Greenhope, which has already cost Aurora a lot of blood.
What does that matter now? Aurora doesn't need Greenhope. What we really need is freedom. A future.
And you really believe Abundance's promises? Don't you think the only thing they're interested in is getting a hold of this site?
Maybe. But once we have the source, we'll set up a new government. A government of the people. Then we'll be stronger than ever, and Abundance won't be able to do a thing against us. Roy, you know that without me, the Resistance would be nothing. That I'm ready to give everything for...
I think this business is pretty shady, and I'm afraid Aurora will end up regretting it, but you may have a point. Without Abundance's help at the site, we probably won't be able to get rid of the Technomancers.
I'm glad you see the stakes in all this. Like you said, we have to leave here soon. They're going to hit us at any minute now, and this is our chance to take the source. We have to leave as soon as possible, but remember, there's no going back.
We can go. I'm ready.
Is one of your friends coming with us?
I'd like Mary to come with us.
I wonder what you see in her. She is pretty, but she seems completely nuts. I mean, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
We're finally leaving Greenhope, fleeing before Abundance gets here. After shedding light on the activities of the Technomancers, and not only did we sabotage their excavation site, but we also discovered the inhuman experiments they were carrying out on the defiant citizens of Aurora. We've won enough here for now, and hope they'll fall, along with the dowser that's backing them, so they'll have to confront their madness. I was even able to give the mutants here a hand. It may seem almost trivial, but it's still good news, particularly as things are far from rosy. Marco's debatable choice has lost Greenhope to us, but we have to go on to the next chapter and keep moving forward. My dear Mary is with me, of course, as we march on the source. Her help and support will be invaluable to me, because the tyrant will be well protected, and it's time we settled a few scores.
There! Kill him!
This is the source. You know this place. You're gonna be our guide.
When I was a kid, I was confined to the Technomancers buildings. I wasn't allowed on these floors.
Never mind. We'll find Wisdom's offices, and he'll have to admit what he's done in front. Yesterday's hero will see that we weren't fooled, and that the citizens of Aurora won't let him get away with it. But for now, be careful. The Source Guard.
They don't scare me.
You've been a good ally, despite my reservations. But I'm interested in knowing why you're here.
I ended up believing in you and your ideals. The Technomancers and Wisdom being insane only helped your case. The people of Aurora deserve their freedom. I'm gonna see this through to the...
So all we have to do is enter this office, and it's done.
It's nearly done. I hope so. We'll know in a few minutes. But I really need you to wait here. I'm going in with Marco.
I don't like that man. Hiding ambition behind lofty words? He's no better than anyone else in the Source. Those he can't control, he kills.
You see farther and deeper than most, Mary. And you're tougher than people give you credit for. And that's exactly the reason I don't want you in there. Diplomacy, not your strong suit.
Roy, be careful. You're all I have, and I don't want to lose you.
I'll be careful, I promise. I'll be back soon.
What the Why did you kill him?
Wisdom was my friend. He was the leader of Aurora. I couldn't let him be dragged in front of an angry mob. Let the people judge him. You were going to debase Aurora in the eyes of the other guilds if you humiliated its dowser. I couldn't allow that.
You've allowed a criminal to escape justice. A man that didn't budge while the Technomancers took power and massacred the militia.
I was sure you wouldn't understand what was at stake here. But I'm ready to answer for my action.
You think being some kind of hero is gonna get you out of this? You deserve one thing, to die exactly the same way as your friend. Like a dog.
Are you sure you want to kill him? Won't it make him a martyr? This type of thing could be used by those who still support the government.
You know what he did, and what he stood by and let others do. All those people who died to quench their thirst for power. And you would spare him?
I know what he did, but it's not up to us to decide if he lives. Given his crimes, he has to appear in front of a judge, in front of the people.
Even if it's just putting off the inevitable, I thank you, Roy.
You think you're following some higher set of ideals, but you're wrong. Tyrants are not worthy of such... All right, if that's your wish, Roy. But there's no place for you in the Resistance. I doubt your commitment to our cause, and we can't have that.
After your compromise with Abundance, I'm not sure I'd have wanted to stay anyway. Bye, Marco. So, in the name of the Resistance and right ideas of freedom for the people, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. For the sake of a man who, in the name of his ideas, didn't hesitate to betray his guild. But the end sometimes justifies the means. Thanks to our actions, the Technomancers are now under constant Resistance surveillance. Their dreams of power are at an end, this time. Marco even wanted to destroy the Order, but I managed to get him to understand it would be a mistake. Aurora needs them regardless. Mary once thought about joining them, but I convinced her to stay with me. Whatever the future holds, at least we'll meet it together. Tenacity has decided to hunt for the Resistance. He's looking for traitors. Anyone and everyone suspected of participating. This will probably lead to a lot of cleansing. Judy hates the idea, but she can't stop the people from holding grudges, and stopping Marco's fanaticism is even harder. Aurora will have to set up a new government. I hope, of course, that it'll be more just. But I'm not dreaming. There will always be tyrants, ready to take over the guild, ready to dominate the people for their own ends. And to be honest, Marco fits the profile As usual, Judy will keep debating to try to defend her dream. And she even asked me to help. But since I'm no longer welcome there, I'm thinking of leaving Shadowlair and going to another city where I'll be able to see how things turn out. The battle is clearly not over yet. Abundance won't give up the struggle despite Marco's politicking. If he thought giving them Green Hope would be enough for them, even though we still have a war hero, he'll soon be sent to trial. If they let him off, I fear he'll just become the leading opponent of the new government. Anyway, for the moment, life goes on and Aurora can now dream of a better future. One that Innocence, who sacrificed himself for this dream, will never know.